here is the fellow from the Human Genome Project, the former acolyte of Mark Lander and Francis Collins, on a very popular podcast not even a month ago, saying that it's Charles Rixey who helped Robert F. Kennedy Jr. write his book, and that Charles Rixey released the diffuse proposal.
You can't tell that someone built it necessarily from a laboratory. However, they did leave behind some fingerprints that make us that got them caught, basically. You should, if you want to hear about that story, you should get Charles Rixey on here. Charles Rixey has helped RFK write his book about this. And Charles.
So what? Sorry, what?
Rixey's a Marine, and he's been like a dog on a bone with this problem.
So we can do some fact checking on that, right? That's pretty easy to do. We can check that right now. Let's look here and see on the acknowledgments page whether or not Charles Rixey's listed. Let's see. Would he be listed here? Because Children's Health Defense was paying us. So let's see. Judith and Nancy and Carrie and Rebecca and Gina and Rachel and Rita and Aaron and Jackie and Zoe. I know all those people. Brian Hooker, Laura Bono. She started the whole organization, right? And Kim's a lawyer and Ralph's a lawyer. And there's Riza. I really like Riza a lot. She's great. Mary, not so much. Sue. Sue is his secretary, I think. David Whiteside, I think, is his nephew that runs the Defender podcast. Heather Ray is on the science team. She's so sweet. Amy Miller, Matt, Ray Flores, another lawyer. So there's no Rixey there. This book would not have been possible without the expertise and invaluable insights provided by Jonathan Cooey. It's okay, anyway. Merrill Nass, Francis Boyle, Paul Thacker, Brett Weinstein, brilliant evolutionary biologist, Lee Smith, Yanya Kellick of the Epoch Times, that guy's awesome. Elaine Dewar, I don't know who that is. Derek Harvey, Stephen Quay, the guy from Australia who's sure that this is a lab leak. Andrew Huff, real stand-up fella. I got to meet him in Boston at Bobby's announcement. Jeffrey Sachs, that's an interesting guy, the most popular speaker at the Vatican. I really think I was told a story or heard a story that Bobby met Jeffrey Sachs in a tent in Africa when he was 21 years old. But again, that could be just me. It could just be me not remembering everything. Richard Ebright is the guy who at the end of 2020, the middle of 2020, when everybody was about to go back to college, he said that if they go back to college without masks or without mandates or without controls or without testing, that up to 250,000 college students would be dead by Christmas. Annie Jacobson is the lady with the very warm voice who goes on Joe Rogan's podcast and talks about how much she knows about nukes. Hal Gold, I don't know. Alex Joska, I don't know. And Stephen Kinzer, I don't know. Okay, so there you go.